Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran, and then eventually give that project a grade. And a fun thing you can do if you want to try is guess what the project is going to be at the beginning of this video, and we'll see how we do. That's something I'm hoping to try new, be interactive. But today, I'm very excited to be checking out the 44th most popular project on all of Kickstarter games right now. That is the Table Golf Association, the ultimate golf dexterity game funded in 1 hour. And it looks like you got the flicking where you're flicking it in there, a tabletop dexterity board game based on the game of golf. Players design, now that, I'm really glad they mentioned that, design and play their own courses. So overall, I'd like to know the player count, the time length, the age, the price, a lot of that little stuff like there. And I'm sure there's going to be more stuff that I think would be more relevant than funded in 1 hour. But like if we hit stretch goals or something like that. But overall, I think this is going to be a pretty solid project. It's made $100,000, you know. And part of the reason why I think this one's been so successful is I did actually have, I don't remember who it was, I think I had a couple people that suggested this, and then I kept seeing it on Facebook. So I'm pretty sure they did some pretty heavy ads on this one. Sean said, so I cheated and took a peek behind because I love the idea and concept. The one thing I would change was add in some different textures for the sand. All right, we'll put that as a mental note. That's really clever. They should do an add-on for blank tiles so people can paint their own. That's actually, I don't even, like, that's exciting, yeah, but if you're going to make your own golf course, you could make, like, a snack shack and stuff. You could make your own rules, potentially. Ooh, great ideas in the chat. Blank tiles is a smart idea. Agreed, and I haven't even seen the thing. All right, so now I'm excited. Let's go. Because I do. I absolutely adore flicking games. I've always been a big fan of it. It's just everyone knows how to flick. And it's just, they're fun. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I've had kids get really frustrated with flicking games because they don't know how to flick, but most adults know how to flick. As always, when you go in the video, I'm thinking of three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? And where are my headphones? They're right there. I'm a noob. Actually, I do apologize. I was flustered with OBS once again, which, by the way, I've solved the case. If you're having issues with OBS right now, then your image will not pop up. It's a magical trick. You just restart OBS. And you do it like 2 or 3 times, then you'll pop up. It's the weirdest thing. But anywho, let's go to the video.
152 yards should be just a nice, comfortable 9-iron for him. They're going to go nuts when he hits this thing.
Golf is a funny little game. Played with some funny-looking sticks and often wearing funny-looking clothes. The goal is simple enough. Hit a little white ball that's simply sitting on the ground. It's not moving. It's not being thrown at you. Not being spiked over a net. Slap-shotted, hiked, or kicked full speed at your face. No, it's just sitting there.
So this is interesting. This is not the choice I was expecting them to go with the first 30 seconds being, you know, granted, I do like that beginning bit right there. I think that was really smart to do that with the golf commentators in the background, and that was cool. But then to go to like 25 seconds of theme in a golf game, where it's like, I know what golf is an interesting choice, but it's entertaining enough that I don't hate it. I just thought it was an interesting choice.
All you have to do is hit that little white ball down a large, open, grassy area towards this beautifully manicured green grass where the hole is. Once you're on that green, all that's left is a simple putt to roll the ball into the cup. Simple, elegant, and straight out of the bowels of hell. Truth is that golf is the most frustrating game ever invented, and it goes back hundreds of years. So why, if it's so cruel, do we continue to play over and over and often getting the same old worse results? The answer is the classic love-hate relationship, because you know there's nothing more rewarding than playing a great round of golf. And now, thanks to the TGA,
I almost feel like this is more aimed at golfers than board gamers. Just for a second.
You can bring that excruciating feeling of mediocrity.
Nice looking box.
Right.
Nice looking box. I like this. They pop out the box. I got an idea of it. Okay. 1 to 8 players. Wow, I really would have liked to know that right from the jump. I think that's very valuable on that main marquee.
To your kitchen table. That's right.
That's a good shot. Okay.
Right. If you can't get out to the course, now you can bring the course right to you. The Table Golf Association is the first ever golf dexterity game that allows you to design and play your own course, filled with all the challenges and nuances of real golf. Using 25 two-sided wooden terrain tiles The design possibilities are endless.
I gotta say, this looks really, really cool. Like, this looks like one of those games you're like, wait, no one's done this yet? Like, duh. Like, why didn't somebody think about it? So I'm glad someone did, because this seems like a fantastic combination. Huge golfer here, LL. Definitely the target demographic.
Start with
And I'm not, like, I have golfed before. I enjoy golfing. I'm not good at it. But coming at it from the board game perspective, I'm in too. Like, it just sounds fun.
the tee box, add some rough, sprinkle in some trees to hide the fairway, and don't forget to add those treacherous fairway bunkers. Just in case it seems too easy, dogleg the hole to the right, force the next shot to clear 300 yards of sheer cliff and land it softly on a green surrounded by water. Oh, what fun.
That was cool.
Whether you're a golf fan or not, you're going to love how this game brings it to life with beautiful design and great mechanics.
So I hope these tiles, if you hit stretch goals, I hope the tiles, reinforcing these tiles, making these the nicest tiles we could be, is priority number one. Because that's my one thing. I'm like, I imagine playing this with friends. I imagine maybe playing this at a bar or something like that and things getting spilled on it and being careful. So I'm hoping, because this seems like a really cool, just what I like to call chameleon game. I could see this game working in any situation. Maybe a lightweight filler game at the beginning of a game night, family night. Out on the town, having a couple drinks, watching a game, you're at a bar, you're going to be there for a couple hours type of thing as well. I just see lots of scenarios where I could get this and it would land.
That will
Wooden tiles. Oh my goodness. Holy moly.
challenge even the most coordinated
I
of
missed that.
dexterity players. Do you have what it takes to make it in the TGA? Well, fund this Kickstarter and find out.
Okay. Like I said, the first 40 seconds was odd, but I didn't hate it, and I agree. I think the sense of humor came across. And do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? How much is it? Can you do it? You're showing me a working prototype. That makes me feel comfortable. And so hopefully we don't beat around the bush to get that. So John Garcia. Hello, my name is John Garcia. I'm a lifelong fan of games that have a half dozen or so concepts in different stages of production. This game, the Table Golf Association, combines my other love of golf and blends it into a beautiful new dexterity game. The TDA game includes additional design production from my son Gavin Garcia and illustrated by Rob Terrell, box art by Trist Rawson, and video trailer by Ryan Moran. Okay. So is this going to be one of those ones where it just sends me back here? Yes. Ooh, some quotes. Cool. All right. So 2 created, 5 backed. So no one here. So customer service, that's always a little bit of a concern to me. If we only have one person here, that means the updates and the comments and stuff, there's only going to be one person essentially to watch those and moderate those. Always a little concerning. So we got here, they say, so what do we got? The Drink Coaster Sports Knockout Boxing. That one was funding unsuccessful 11 years ago. Wowzers. Let's see what an 11-year-old video looks like.
Hello, Kickstarter. Welcome to the DCSL. This is
Okay. We're not sitting through all 540, but okay. And I want to go back through some old Kickstarters at some point. Do some throwback Kickstarter critiques. I'm going to do my first one next month. So this is his first project, really. So can you do it? Hopefully we crush it somewhere. You talk to me. You convince me with the shipping and the manufacturing, all that good stuff. Love that I could put English on the ball. Good design. Do you have what it takes to make it in the TGA? This is the dexterity game I've been waiting for. Okay. Cool Facebook fan comment. But it's like, I don't know. It didn't wow me with that quote. Meeple, because I feel like at this point I know that. It looks cool. Meeple Mania Games is proud to present you that. 1 to 8 players, 3,220 minutes, ages 8 plus. Fan love retro critique ideas. I'll have to do that. I was thinking about doing some that were like big failures, like something happened, like where people stole money, and doing like some of the big ones and just seeing what they were doing that was back then that was exciting. Hey guys, what are you doing? As a golfer and gamer, this fits right into my wheelhouse. Loving what you're doing. Okay. What makes it special? A game of skill. The TGA is first of its kind dexterity game. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I get the game. Easy setup and play. Endless replayability. Super high quality solid wood. This is what I want to know about. Made of solid wood, the terrain tiles will last a lifetime. They're durable, scratch resistant, and look amazing on any game table. All terrain tiles are made of high quality solid wood. Now we're getting a long, sexy, scrolling shot of the components. We got a whole bunch of tiles. I'd love to know the exact dimensions of the tiles. We got the scorecard. Welcome to TGA. Hazard Yep, here we go. Hazard reference charts. That's nice. Ooh, what is this? Do these golfers have different special abilities? I can't read it because... Yeah, so they have asymmetric special abilities. I don't feel like that was nearly mentioned. So that was my one thing. That does remind me of Crossfire with those balls. That was my one thing that I was a little bit concerned about, was I wonder how gamey this is going to be. Because immediately when I see this game, like, my mind pops in. I'm like, oh, you could do this, you could do that, there could be this, there could be that. There's so many cool ideas. I want to design a dexterity game. You know what? I'm gonna work on one tonight. But I'm worried. I want to see a gameplay video. That's what I want. I want to read the rules. That's what I'd like. Because I'm sure there's some interesting rules here. I can't wait for the Kickstarter. I must have this. That's how to play. Design the course. Players take turn designing the golf course using the 25 double-sided trade tiles. That's cool. So that's its own separate little thing. That's fun. Play the course. Once the course is ready, each player takes their turn flicking the golf ball from the tee box to the green. Just like in real golf, hazards will make navigating the course a challenge. This game will be fun for everyone, regardless of loving golf or not. Oh, here we go. Zoomed in. Fairways, rough, sands, trees, water, cliff, ridges. And this is now immediately getting me excited about stretch goals. So if there are stretch goals that have been unlocked, I think they should have been mentioned by now. Because, yeah, the more tiles you have with different stuff on the back, just the more potential cool things you could put here. I wonder if the tiles are waterproof. Battlehaven says that. Yeah, that's my one thought there as well. Because they mentioned the durable, they mentioned this and that, but I'm like, that was my primary concern. I would love to play this out and about with some of my friends. They have Amazing Buddy on YouTube, not so much on the Kickstarter. Interesting. The beauty of this game is that each hazard has a different mechanic, forcing you to use different fingers. Whoa, making it more challenging if you had to use a different club to hit the ball. Wow, that was not mentioned in the video. And I think that is the downside of doing that humorous side where you just tell me about golf for a while, where you didn't mention... So, and that's what I said. I felt like it was appealing to golfers, not so much as board gamers. And this is one thing that I feel like board gamers want to know. Like, oh yeah, there's different rules too, where like different shots, different terrains, different this. I saw them, but I didn't, like, I don't know. All the challenges of real golf, even the wind. Yeah, I don't think this was really mentioned, was it? The weather dice, they did mention, you had a breeze and whatnot, but what does that mean? Hey, so yeah, I would totally nerd out for this for hours. I would totally. That's not a quote I want. So now we've got the zoomed in. Cool. Why are you showing me Tom Vassel's pick of the week? Oh, so they're spotlighting that. Cool. I want one. I want it now. Endless design possibilities. I just want the price at this point. I feel like we're really beating around the bush here. Because do I want it? Yes. I was convinced by your video. I love the basic premise of it. Can you do it? I'm not 100% sure yet. You have a good working prototype. I still need to see some things. Then how much is it? I don't know. We're beating around the bush here. And once again, I know I can go over here. But if you're on iOS or on mobile, you don't see that. And that's a huge chunk of people. The par 4 with a continuous ridge, you're showing off different cool. The monster par 5. They unbox it. Okay.
Ball bearing in it?
Yeah. Oh, no. This is them looking at the Kickstarter. That's what they call it. They call it unboxing the Kickstarter. Oh, it's so clever. It's so clever. Table Golf Association board game. This is other people covering the crowdfunding.
Name of golf and name...
No, this is actually, what is this, a preview? I just want a gameplay video. That's all I want. I don't want previews. Here we playthrough. Here we go.
Ball space.
Awesome. Board game shelf. What is this? So they're showing off the stuff. The PGA. Stretch goals. So there are stretch goals. Oh my gosh. Is this going to be another Kickstarter where they don't put a pledge level? Like, this is a trend that I don't like. If that's the case, that's the third one I've seen in 2 weeks. 3. Like, you put a pledge area. This is your story. It's your story of your Kickstarter. That's one of the most important pieces of information. The Wilderness expansion. So here, once again, and I know, this is what I was saying, with no collaborators, I was going to be a smidge bit concerned about stuff like this. These are fantastic. These are awesome. Like, awesome, like, extra. So how many are we getting? 4? Did I just unlock 2 new tiles? Backers does not include any support pledges. Okay. And so, once again, I would put that in that long scrot. And I'd say Kickstarter unlocked 2 extra tiles. More variability. Bird bumps your ball. Whatever. Stretch goal 2. The new fairway tile. So there's another tile. So that's 3 tiles. So you thought you were safe on the fairway. Well, not so fast. This new tile adds a ridge to the fairway, so you have to be precise or that ball is going to roll. Kickstarter exclusive. And I will say, that's one thing that that John doesn't have to worry about. Because a lot of times with you know, like CMON and Eagle Griffin games, these big companies, you have to convince people like, why shouldn't I just wait for the retail edition? Then you see this, and you're like, oh, because there might never be a retail edition. Like this could be a one print run thing, even though obviously he's hoping it's not going to be, and everybody does. But these are banger stretch goals. That's 3 extra tiles. I'd like to know how much we hit to unlock them as well. Rough with Pond, fantastic. Rock Hazards, this is great. 1,000 backers, so we also have some different... Oh, so it's at the backers. Okay. I don't have an issue with that. How many backers are we at then? Let's see. 800? Okay. Cart Path Hazard. The VIP stretch goal. Use this for your finishing hold. Players have to sink the putt. Now, that honestly seems like one that should totally have been in the game a little bit earlier, because that adds a whole new mechanism, presumably, to the game, where it's like, oh, you got close, but now you got to nail the skill shot. Anywho, 2,000 backers. These are going to be really difficult to hit. 2,000 backers. That's a lot. Pledge tiers and add-ons. $75. Wow. Okay. We beat around the bush for the price. Now we get to the price, and then I'm like, whoa, that's pretty high. Now, it's wood pieces. Put that in my mind. Wood pieces. I don't know the size of the wood pieces. I don't know if the wood pieces are waterproof. But... Oh, wait. No, I shouldn't say but. So this is... And honestly, I would love if this was combined with that long, sexy scrolling shot you had up there. So at least there is a pledge level. So circling back now that you see the tiles, I would love the different types with different surfaces. Smooth, grit, gloss, felt. Yes, maybe angle to add the dexterity challenge. Yeah, I agree. 100% agree with that. I love the different types with different surfaces. Makes sense. And I want to see the rule booklet as well. Still looking for that. Pledge tiers and add-ons to the driving range expansion. Includes the base game plus driving range. 9 new tiles, double-sided, original tile on the other side to expand golf course design options. So this was something you just totally sprung on me, by the way. So this is an expansion that I'm paying $30 for. And what is it? It's this? Original terrain tiles on the other side, too. So I'm essentially buying... Wait, is it? So I think this is broken up into 2 pieces. 1, 2... No, I can't really tell. What am I buying here? 9 new tiles. So I'm paying $30 for 9 tiles? That seems like a lot. And once again, I guess that maybe it goes to, I don't feel like you spotlighted just nearly enough. Well, you did. You spotlighted a lot on the tiles. I don't know. That just seems like a lot for me. Let's face it, if you're going to get good, you're going to have to practice. This driving range expansions are great. And once again, part of the problem is you see Kickstarter, and when you're actually... the small company, the first-time company, it's hard to compete with these larger companies who are like, oh, yeah, we're going to make a 5,000 print run. We're planning on a 5,000 print run. Look at, what was it? The one where they're like, we need to get 6,000 backers. And that's because they put their whole print run size at a certain number, and if they didn't hit that number, so it's hard to compete. Much like real golf, a bit expensive to get into, LOL, yeah. So the price is not great, but once again, I do think this has a smidge bit of bulletproof armor in the aspect that... this game, like when I heard it, I was like, oh, duh, why doesn't this exist already? Like, why hasn't someone done this? It's so obvious. All right, pledge tiers and add-ons, European expansion. So now there's another expansion. Okay, just kind of sprung on me. 4 new tiles, 2, and I bet you this is not going to be the most popular pledge level, because this is what they want to be the most popular pledge level, is everything. Yeah, Europeans, I think maybe it's just spelled, or maybe I don't know how to spell. Let me know, chat. But that looks off to me. Anywho, so 135, and this is now... So now I'm spending 30 more bucks, and I'm getting 4 new tiles designs. So I'm getting 4 tiles, 2 players, 2 cards, double-sided total of 10 tiles coming pack. Okay. Like, this area... I think could definitely use some polish there. European. Let me see. Yeah, I just don't know how to spell. Oh, no, it is. Yeah, okay, it's just mixed up. Go TGA. Yeah, I agree. I want to see this one succeed as well. Looks really cool. And this is the kind of game, too, where if it caught, this could be one of those games that I see at every convention, and they just have like the one game, and they just support themselves on that one game because they have a loyal fan base, a fervent fan base, and I can see that with something like this. All-in bundle. So this is the all-in bundle. Plus 25 tiles. So European extension plus 25 tiles from core set. Does that just mean you're getting extra? Multiple stuff. The whole shebang. Means you get it all and save. Plus, it includes a lifetime membership to the TGA, a $50 value. What? That's okay. You just once again sprung something entirely new on me here. And look! At the very end of the page, we are 22 minutes into this bad boy, and I'm just now like, oh, TGA, that's a thing. That's actually a thing. What is this thing? And a free T-shirt of your size. Free T-shirt. I'm paying $395. Never mind. The membership will entitle you to VIP status, receive first dibs on new future expansions, and build-in discount for tournaments. Now there you go. Merchandise and much more. Email us your T-shirt size free with this pledge. A table size. It's not. It's part of the pledge level. Why do you keep calling it free? That's so weird. We truly appreciate your support and look forward to the participation of the team. It's like, yeah, if you bought the $400 version, we'll give you the board game for free. It's like, well, no, I'm paying $400 for it. All right, so this is, wow, what in the hell is this thing? What is this? You didn't mention this here. What is this thing? Is this my membership? Oh, this is what you get for being a part of it. This beautiful custom display case is designed by Cody at the Alchemist Circle. Each is handmade of solid maple wood. And so now I really am getting hardcore going for the golfer vibe. And I get this 100%. Like, let's pretend that you're a doctor, a dentist, anyone who has a large desk, really. It makes that much money aside from it being a teacher, of course, because, whatever. I hate that. But this, $395 gets me into this. It gets me a fancy thing I could put on my desk. I feel like this should have been substantially higher. Like, I really think I see the market for this. This is really putting the cart in front of the horse there. Tournaments? Yeah, that's the other thing, too. A lot of cart in front of the horse. But at the end of the day, okay, so then we have shipping. They're making a lot of products here, but the products they're making are all very much the same. It's not like, aside from the T-shirt, actually the wooden piece too, but I don't know. It's not the same as I get from other ones. Because that's always something I'm concerned about when I see a first-time company and they say, hey, we're going to make 6 different boxes with this game. And I'm like, whoa, you haven't made one thing ever before. But I don't get that vibe as much here. Aim high, dream big, I agree. Because, once again, if John crushes this and handles it right, this could potentially be his job one day if he wanted it to be. And obviously that's why you do something like this. So, shipping. Table Golf Association. Oh, let's check out the expansion. So $10, 2 people. Base game $281. Extra expansion $27, 43, 2. European expansion $136. A lot of pledge levels here. 17. What is this? Early bird? No, this is. Oh, this is the international pledge. That's weird. That's odd. Like, I don't understand why they did that. That's kind of odd, but whatever. Bonus 25 tiles, 165, and then the all-in bundle, 17, the whole shebang, 25, and then once again, 25 people took that. That's why you offer something like that. Especially in something like this, I definitely see the fit, but I think there would be more people there, because how many people just said, yeah, I want this? And then the other thing is, like, this is a lot to go through. Like, yeah, it's just, God, you gotta keep scrolling, like, that's, I feel like add-ons really would have been the key here. I think this could have been a much more clean area with, just a nice add-on section. Like here, this is an extra $30, this is an extra $30, this is an extra $30. We have maybe like 3 pledge levels, I imagine. Maybe 4 tops. But anyway, if you'd like to read the full bio, risk and challenges. Oh, did we mention the VAT? Where's the shipping? The charts offer shipping based on the current market price as of March. Every component of the game has already been made out of playtesting, so we're just waiting to place your order. We expect the Kickstarter order ready to ship by mid-June. Wow. Okay. It's a quick time table. This is Meeple Mania Games' first production, so we've taken every measure to ensure a successful launch and fulfillment. We are extremely proud to announce the backer kit is handling all the order and fulfillment. That doesn't help me at all. So they didn't mention their manufacturer or the shipping. Always something I like to see. I would have liked to see like a how to play video, more comprehensive one, but these are all minor nitpicks. Subject to change, good warning there, LOL. Yeah, I mean, you got to have that. But they didn't mention the VAT, which always got to mention the VAT. Granted, I imagine the majority of the people here are going to be from the United States of America, as typical. But, golf is international, super international. So I feel like having a really friendly shipping area for international would have been something to be nice. Granted, being a first time creator, that's a hard thing to do for people with lots of experience. So I'm not going to ding them that too hard there. But you got to mention the VAT. What are the tiles made of? We can't stress enough the high quality of these wooden tiles. They are 1/8 of an inch thick and have a beautiful design on both sides, guaranteed to provide many years of. When the tiles move when I play. That was another thing I was wondering. The best way to play the game is on a non-slip mat or tablecloth, but the tiles are sturdy. Eee. And hold together on any surface. We use a grip mat purchased on Etsy. If you're interested, here is the link. So that seems like a bit of a missed opportunity right there as well. Like, that seems like a very natural add-on. Buy the green. Get somebody to make you a play mat, produce it through some company, and have them in a couple different sizes. That just seems... I don't know how you do that, but that seems like something to be an easy one to add there. Like, just a kind of a no-brainer. International order, because I'm sure people would buy that, especially if you recommended this is the mat we use, it's fantastic. But then, again, by bringing up the mat, then you're like, oh, now I kind of need a mat, because now I'm kind of more curious about it. If you need a copy of the rule booklet, the link is below. So I don't like this at all. Like, why? That's something you typically want to put in your Kickstarter instead of burying in the FAQ, but I do like it's there at least. Putting in small magnets alternating on the sizes would have been nice. Yes, I agree with that. As gamers, I'm just going to turn one of my 500 game mat upside down. Ah, yeah, I guess that works too. I've never thought of that. Kudos, DF. Welcome to the TGA. The most realistic tabletop golf dexterity membership includes official member. What is this? Okay, components and setup. Hopefully, game player turn order. Design your own course. Determining par for each hole. This is nice. This is what I want to know. This looks like a solid rule booklet. It's time to tee off. Playing the game. Not bad. Not bad. And then it has it. So hopefully they have something. They didn't waste. I hope they didn't waste the back page of this. Because I'm sure there's some information that could be here. Look at that. Okay. I like that. Yeah, I think that's one thing you totally should have had in the story. All right. Wow, we did it. Rock hazard stretch goal. So we got 1 comment, 0 comments, 2 comments, 1 comment, 2 comments, 0 comments, 8 comments. Wow. 4 comments, 0 comments, 2 comments. So we have very little engagement here. I always recommend asking a question. The game is heavy, nearly 4 pounds. So let's see what the most popular one was, because it looked like it was just talking about shipping. Please note, we have an issue with the shipping cost being added to pledges. In the U.S., these are the approximate rates. Okay. The final price will be corrected after about 2 weeks after the campaign ends. We apologize for any confusion. Also, we're working with the company UK for UK-friendly shipping rates. If we get enough UK backers, we'll be working Spiral Galaxy for UK-friendly shipping. Okay, so this is the good stuff that I like to see. And once again, this is one of those stretch goals that you add. You put it in there. Hey, if we get a certain number of people from the UK, we can do something special. Because you might hit it, you might not hit it, but at the end of the day, it makes you look good. Because it makes it look like you're trying to make things work for backers. And much better. And so people like that. Yeah. People are like, all right, you're being open, you're being transparent. But then the rest of this, no comments, no real engagement. Wow, we did it. Rock has. Let's see what this one is. We got our stretch goal. Thank you so much. Rock on. Just somebody excited. Yeah, so I would be like, if this thing continues to blow up, what stretch goal would you like to see? As we wrap up, as we're finalizing development for this, we turn our eyes to the future, seeing this massive success, and we wonder, what expansion tiles would you like to see in the future? And I think that's kind of a no-brainer. Just ask the people. Saw this on Dice Tower yesterday. Question: does the wooden box hold all the content in the whole shebang pledge? That's something very important. It says it holds only 50 tiles. But that is less than all the tiles included in the pledge with all the expansions and the extra set of 25 base tiles that are included. Just want to know if this all fits. How is it possible to have an extra set of balls for stair parts? It would be a very good stretch goal. Yeah, that one's totally good as well. What are the dimensions of the display case? Check Bowers Game Corner. Hey, what's up? It's me. It's tomorrow at 1:30. Yes, for the live version. Hey, what's up? When will this game be manufactured? So, So there's quite a good chunk between him responding, and that's why it's always nice to just, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have a damn Fiverr where I will be your comment. You know, I will escort people through your comment section. Be like, yes, we'll get back to you shortly, or that's a fantastic idea. Little things like that. I can totally do that. But it does look like he's in here. He's responding. Good. Good. All right. So final grade for Table Golf Association. Do I want it? Yes, I do. I love dexterity games. It looks fun. It has the asymmetric special abilities that I'd love to see. It has lots of different types of terrain. They're going to make each and every course different. I like the idea of constructing the course. It's one of my favorite aspects of one of my favorite games of all time, Twilight Imperium. It's just at the beginning where you're constructing, the galaxy. And each galaxy is going to be different. And each golf course is going to be different. And there's really, no end to the potential possibilities here. Do I want it? Yes. Only thing I'm concerned about still is waterproofness. Can you do it? That one, a smidge bit concerned about. And I'll be totally frank, totally honest. This looks like one of those projects that if in 2 years people are still pissed off because they haven't gotten anything because, something happened with international shipping or so there was some sort of snafu along the way, I'd say, yep. Yeah, I could see that. So I don't have full confidence here. I don't know who you're manufacturing through. I see, there was some shipping issues talked about in the updates. You're being very clear and transparent, which is really good. That's really good. I do like that, but just a smidge bit concerned about that one. How much is it? Price doesn't seem fantastic. And I think part of the reason why is just I don't think it was sold as well as it potentially could have been. Especially the gaminess of it. The fact that I had to read, what was it, in the FAQ or the updates, the comments, that it's 3 pounds. Like, it's a heavy, hefty game. I just didn't feel like something was missing there. I suppose you could use a varnish sealer to make them waterproof. I don't know how to use a varnish sealer, though. But that is something that concerns me because of me. I don't know. But how much is it? I don't feel like it's a great price, but it feels like about what you would expect once you really do the research and say, this is a lot of wood. These are premium components. You got the flicky things that are very unique plastic with the bulbs. We don't typically see that. And the rule booklet honestly made me feel really comfortable. That rule booklet looked pretty solid. So at the end of the day, project on this one, I'm going to go... Once again, I want to always emphasize, this is not my grade for the project itself. I've never played the game, so that would be foolish of me to give it a grade. This is for the Kickstarter presentation of the project. And I think this game looks really, really, really cool. However, I had to dig to find all the really, really cool information. I just feel like it wasn't presented as well as it could have been, and instead we went with 45 seconds of humor, which once again I get because you're going for the golf crowd. But I think this one leaned a smidge bit too much for the golf crowd, and I think that's part of the reason why, despite the fact it's made $118,000, there's not much reason. People aren't coming back to this. It doesn't feel like. If you can look in the updates and the comments, there's not a ton going on. And that's unfortunate because it looks like it'd be really exciting because everybody here likes golf. Everybody here likes dexterity games. So I would ask a question maybe in the updates. C-, Keith's on the C- train. At the end of the day, I think I'm going to go with a C+. I think just because it has nearly everything I want. The organization was a bit off. And the bottom line is, I also need to look at the marketing here, which is I knew about this game. I saw it on Facebook. I knew about this. I had, I think, 2 or 3 people request this game. So the marketing, I got to give them a bump up for that. Because, I don't typically have too many where it's like, yeah, this is a fan requested one. Sometimes, maybe a couple of them a week. But, yeah, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to give this one a C+. First time creator giving it a B-. Would give it a C in presentation, but so very love the concept and idea of the game. Very clever, has potential. Game is A+++++. You're biased as hell, Oblong, but thanks for coming along for the ride. If you enjoy this Kickstarter content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below as I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers to celebrate my 10-year anniversary of making YouTube content. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.